Alright, what's poppin', people? We're here. And you know what? It's time. It's been a while since I hit the ladder up solo. And I gotta remind the kids out there who runs this place, you know? And who else to do it with but with Ninja. Look, so really what's been, you know, as the month always goes on, I always just start building with random Pokemon. I put random cores in my builder. I get upset when I think that what I've created looks like absolute just unviable doo-doo. And, you know, Ninjask Surfetched is a core that I had bothered with for a while. I just always hated what I ended up making. Ninjask Tyrantrum another one, by the way. I can't get those two Pokemon to work on the same team. I'm not convinced it's possible. But yeah, I was like, you know what, let's just put together a whole bunch of Pokemon that I know will work. So, again, nice SD Ninjask with the boots because I don't want to have to put a whole bunch of hazard removal on the same team. Leek Surfetched because critting people's funny. Vaporeon because I couldn't tell you why. It just felt right here. And I think there's team transitions pretty well with that, right? So we got Iron Defense Press Bronzong. Generally just great mon. Team needed a couple of things that it does, like a Fairy Resist. Bronzong's a good one for it. Nice standard Rocks Mudsdale, and in Goodra. Goodra's really cool here, because while I do have Surfetched to, you know, just straight up beat Steel types, or at least Copperajah, don't really beat Bronzong super reliably. While I have Surfetched to hit up Copperajah directly, no one's gonna freely give you damage on their Raj. Or no one's gonna freely give you their Raj when they have a Surfetched out. And so Goodra's just nice because what it does is it forces damage on it. It says, okay, you don't want to let me hit you? Doesn't matter. Also, this is a really great game for me to be Levitate on my Bronzong because of this Alolan Raichu shenanigans that guy's got going on. So unfortunately, I did queue into Xatu with my Iron Press Bronzong, but I do like Ninjask's matchup in this game a lot. It outpaces everything. I can stall out turns of the electric terrain. I also really like First Impression if he's not Protect. And I mean, even if he is, I generally like Surfetch this game. So I'm gonna lead Ninjask, and we're always just gonna U-turn here. I don't know if his Pincurchin is going to have a water move. I think it should. I think he generally wants Spikes, Recover, Rising Voltage, and then like Hydro Pump or Scald. So I don't want to go into my Mudsdale here, really. I could go Goodra, and I could just press Draco Meteor. I don't think I want a Draco yet. I mean, he doesn't have a Resist, though. He doesn't have a Resist. Press it. Press it. Press it, Rabia. It's fine. But the reason I was even considering going for, like, a different move, like Sludge Bomb, for instance, is entire... Okay, that was a really good Draco. Excellent. But it was mostly because I didn't know if I'd Oko. Because Pincurchin kind of bulky. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He goes out to Drapion. I've got a full health Mudsdale in the back, locked and loaded. And I'm going to... Do I even need to double here? Taking out this Xatu is a little bit annoying this game. I think we just smack him down here, and now we can start Earthquaking. He can go into his own Mudsdale. That's not really a big deal for me. And regardless, starting to get Chip on Muds is, of course, really good for my guys. Ah, I see now. This is why people run 16 Adamant on Mudsdale. You actually just beat down Xatu really effectively that way. Yeah, what if I just go Ninjask here? That was it kind of worked. I mean, obviously I'm faster than this, so I get to U-turn. This is also a game where I definitely wish that I was like Hydro Pump on my Goodra, but it doesn't really matter, as he just rocks up here. I think we Wish. Yeah, Wish pass into my Goodra here, because it kind of just claims a KO again. And that's really good. Unfortunately, you know, we're not getting a Rocks up this game at all. I don't see that happening. It's very hard to. I'm very tempted to make my Mudsdale 16 Adamant. I'm really liking the damage I saw us do. As he doubles into his Drapion. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm feeling Oh, I shouldn't say that. It's an in-joke that only my friends would get. I'm feeling particularly ambitious here, though. Hey, he lived. Hey! What the hell? Why'd you live? I mean, I guess we go back into the horse. Yo, he was Aquatail. Wait. I don't need horse this game at all, by the way. It doesn't... The only thing Mudsno does for me is let me, like, pivot in on this. I'm gonna sack this, by the way. But all it would do is let me pivot in versus this. You went for an ambitious move there, my guy. And yeah, now we go into Surfetched. If he protects here, it doesn't matter. I've got Bronzong. And again, we're Levitate. So Rising Voltage does not get the power boost. We can get rid of his Zatu. Excellent, excellent. How many points is Monkey and Jungle at? Ooh, mid-1300s? That's all we need. He goes right back to his Raichu here, and... I mean, Gujar, do I need it? No. But I want to send a message. I want a 5-0. You know, that did a lot more damage than I thought it would. I'm Levitate. He still did way too much. What the hell? Anyhow, let's iron defense up. And look, let's be real here. Right? He doesn't really have a good shot at winning, so I think we're in the clear. That did nothing. Yo, you know what? I guess I'm just underestimating Raichu's damage. Okay, so here's the funny thing, right? I am a Bronzong. But the sad thing is, well, I even have special defense, so I'm just really impressive that Mana still did 40. Hey! Hey! Also, I did... What? What the hell? What is this sad damage I'm doing? I'm so... This is a very unfair Pokemon. I did 59. I'm Expert Belt, but come on, man. I'm a Goodra. I'm supposed to do damage. You know, I literally don't need Vaporeon, so the Raichu's gonna come out here. I'll protect. Oh. No. We don't protect here. You wanna know why? Because now I go Surfetched, and I First Impression. And you can't... Yeah, you don't need that terrain, buddy. You don't need it. Now I can sack this, then go into my Ninjask, and I can U-turn right on out of the battle. Ah, not bad. Nice little Ninjask, you know. Reminded people that, hey, back in a different metagame, this was a pretty good Pokemon. I mean, just think about Ninjask back in, like, November? Yeah, like October, November of last year. It was definitely running in you. Nothing could at all contest its speed tier. All the steel types other than, like, Duraludon didn't do anything versus it. And then in terms of, you know, even just like rock types, we didn't have any viable ones. I say with only some hesitancy in my voice, because I can't remember any. I know Carbink was viable for like 3 seconds, which was honestly kind of fun. Then we got Diancie, and Carbink was no longer viable. That's besides the point. Back then, though, Ninjask was just... Wait, no, there's no way it was that long ago. I feel like maybe it was actually just around a year ago. Anyhow, Ninjask was real good back then. Literally the best late game cleaner. And I think, in a way, it still is. I mean, if I'm thinking about any other late game cleaners, I feel like Ninjask still rivals, or still stands... It's at least at the top. I mean, you have others like, say, Agility, Scopeland's Kingdra. That mon is nutty. What are some other ones? Shell Smash Blastoise, of course, as well. Anyhow, this is a great game of Ninjask being pretty worthless, by the way. Now I do have the means to pressure this Diancie. It's going to be kind of difficult. Also, yeah, Bronzong versus Golurk. Unfortunate does not begin to describe this matchup, but I don't mind leading Ninjask here anyway. If he leads Diancie, I still get to go Mudsdale and throw out my rocks, which, you know, I think it's very helpful this game. I want to be able to try to limit Diancie as much as I can, and Stealth Rock being up. Oh, we don't even see an item. Trying to think what that means. Well, I mean, so far it means I've been toxic. Okay. I can throw off my own toxic. I'm just... Actually, I Earthquake here for free. Fortunately my opponent's just better though, and they already get the defense boost. Nice. Let's go Vaporeon here. I do want to keep Mudstale at, like, actual health. Yo, can you stop having every move that you need? Stop that. And I still don't know what item this thing is, man. Also, it's gonna be real great is when Body Press to 60. Ah! Never mind. He is Physical Diancie. Now, what does this mean for me? I don't know. Why is this... What is this body? Why did this just play rough? What does that mean your item is? Hello? Also, we're always scalding there, by the way. Always. Is he willing to just... I hope we all acknowledge he's giving me Diancie for free. This is not how you play, Enyu. Or are you gonna... Okay, so here's the thing, right? I'm a lot more disciplined than you. I will immediately just scald you here. You know what? No, let's go for another. That's what you get for running player of Diancie. Come on, man. Use the mod better. Anyhow. I'm just really... What was this thing's item? Was it like random Babiri Berry, maybe? Regardless. The question now is, what is this thing's set? I'm gonna go into my Goodra here because it doesn't really do much of anything. Well, I mean, yeah, soft checks the Inteleon. Interesting. I also want Bronzong though because it checks the Indeedee. I'm not heat proof unfortunately, but still check the Indeedee, man. And this works. Let's protect. Let's see what this dude's about. If he rock polishes in my face, then I'm gonna be sad. Okay, Polters. It'd be really funny if I was itemless Acro Ninjask here. But we U-turn here. I still do want to get some chip on Golurk because, you know, need to put it in range of my... What's that move called? Dual Wing Beat at +2. And yeah, this mod is strong. If rocks weren't up, I think I'd be out of range here, but unfortunately, you know, they're up. But now we get to go into Surfetch, and I get the knock. And we know that's choice banded damage. You're not doing that much to the big horse with, no CB. Wait, he's Scarf. Yo. You know what? No. He's Jolly choice banded Golurk. Which also means I could do more damage. But 2. Why are you Jolly? What is the point? You're Jolly just to upset me. Get out. What's the point of being Jolly? And you know what? That's not even that big a deal anyway, because first impression was always getting blocked by the Indeedee. I think I stay in here. Partly because I want to scout this. I just wanted to know what this dude was about with his Inteleon. And Goodra's so bulky, it's not dying, right? Also, since this is an Inteleon, it doesn't do damage, so I can stay in here and just wish and disregard everything that this Pokemon stands for. I hope we're on the same page with that one. Okay. I guess I won't. I guess I'll Scald Nantha on the first turn. So I'm noticing my opponent does not understand that he's allowed to switch out. Except, well no, he did switch out with the Sceptile, so we know he knows he's allowed to. I'm just, what's the point of staying in there? You have a Sceptile, you can go into that. Yeah, so he goes into here. I still don't know what set this thing is. I'm gonna go into Bronzong. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was expecting. I was gonna have some physical Sceptile here. Maybe he's SD Unburden. I'm gonna go an Iron Defense up. I wanna see what this dude's response is to me doing this. I'm gonna double into my Vaporeon immediately, by the way. I am indeed constructed alternatively. Okay, he roars. This dude's team has gotta be one of the least fun experiences of my life, by the way. I mean, we press Psychic here, by the way, just to fetch for a Spadef drop. That's literally it. He flipped. Why? Why, though? Oh, this is a disgusting set. Oh, I'm only realizing now, this is Roar Flip Turn Vaporeon. No, that's not viable, my good friend. That's not viable. I need you to Oh, he Psychic Seed Sceptile. I get it now. Yeah, I think we do this. And then I Fire Blast, only in case he goes no. If he goes Sceptile, I want to hit. If he goes Sceptile, I want to hit. Yo, help. What am I up against? Ah, God, I think we U here. Yeah. And thank goodness my opponent did not even consider preserving that Mon. Okay. Now if you go Sceptile, he might not even be able to break Bronzong. That's the thing. If he's not Throat Chop, he just doesn't defeat me. You might be like Earthquake Acrobatics? Drain Punch? Somewhere on there? Now we Iron Defense up. I don't know what his last move on this Vaporeon is. It could be Scald. He might not have Scald. There's a chance that that is not a non-Scald Vaporeon. Full disclosure. Because what else? I mean, yes, that's the move I'd expect. Yeah, no. We are not the Heat Proofer. Although it might be better on this team, admittedly. I just don't like the... So when I was building this team, I was thinking about Heat-Proof Bronzong over Levitate, and then I said to myself, I asked myself, do I want Ninjask to be my ground immunity? Ah, well, I'm not sure that he had Scald if he went for Wish versus my Zong. Yo, though, Golurk and even Palossand to a lesser extent, wanna know why I like those Mons a little bit right now? It's entirely Bronzong. Iron Defense is so good. It's kind of funny how we end up just having a really good Iron Defense Body Press Steel type in every NU meta now. You know, we had Duraludon back in its time. Now we got Bronzong. But, you know, Heat-Proof Bronzong on this team would be really good for checking Copperajah. This team doesn't necessarily struggle to do that right now. I mean, Mudsdale is, you know, a check. I feel like I'm 2-hit KO'd by Power Whip. Not factoring in stamina. I'm talking like, it whips me once as I come in, switches out, and then like Copperajah's back out, and then it whips again, and Mudsdale's gone. I imagine that is the case. Now, I might be wrong. I have not calced this. And I'm also unwilling to check the calc, so, you know. Actually, you know what? Ah, nice young Copperajah. Not bad. Let's find out. And we're also just gonna calc like normal Mudsdale, by the way. I'm not gonna bother taking out my speed. So if he's like, if there were to be Assault Vest, yeah, you know, you got a chance to tank it. Not the worst. This guy's actually got a real team. That's annoying, but it's very slow. The primary issue for me this game is going to be, well, one, the Decidueye. I just don't have a Poltergeist switch in. Wow. Right, so we're leading Ninjask. He goes for Knock. That's so greedy, though, because what if I'm, the other set? Right? What if I'm, like, itemless? Ah, well that's a choice banded Guzzlord, so we know how this dude's constructed. And we're gonna Toxic here? Yes. I need the poison on this. That's such a bad play. That's such a bad play on my end. It's actually such a good play. I thought about going into Goo. Well, that's what I should have done. I have Saps for Goodra. Why didn't I just go into it? That was a choke by me. I don't need Mudsdale this game, but it was definitely helpful. Do I want to protect here? Kinda do. Ah, I was right to protect. I scouted this out a mile away. Let's Iron Defense up, by the way. Let's see what his response is to Iron Defense Bronzong. I could just sense it, man. I don't know why. Also, he's thinking way too much. I'm a double into my Ninjask here. This is a choke. This is a huge throw. I lose nothing by staying in an Iron Defensing. He can't threaten me with anything. I mean, he can threaten me with Guzzlord. He won't KO me without a CB knock. But this is the safest play. And I'm not messing around with that. You don't KO me with this. Get out of, yeah, goodbye. Off my screen you go. Goodbye, Copper-Raja. Night-night. So, Ninjask is looking great. There's still the Mudsdale in the way. And even to a lesser extent, Mantine. I mean, I don't KO it without a Swords Dance. But it's not the worst. So he goes into this. I wonder if you're pressing Mystical Fire. Let's find out. I could always scout with Vaporeon here anyway. As I believe if I go Vapo on the M-Fire and it go back to Bronzong, lefties would allow me to get the rest off. Okay, well, this is still fine. And I think we go Goodra here? Hit. God, just hit. For once in your life, thank you. I think his team, honestly, this guy's team isn't too far away from being, like, pretty solid. I just think he needs a little bit extra speed in there. Because Fastmon Decidueye, I'm not sure that I dig. You know? I can always go Bronzong here without punishment. And I can always Iron Defense here. And then I can always Body Press here. Mantine does not threaten me with anything. Mudsdale sure is not threatening me with anything. Yeah, wait, this lived. Is he Metronome? Or is he just getting high rolls? Okay, he was just getting some high rolls. Okay. Let me get well rested. Hey, let me go right back out of my Vaporeon here. Now, let me wake up my Bronzong real quick. I love this core. This is so fun. Is this a perfect team? No, I do think the weakness to Poltergeist users is noted. Again, we've noted, I've got a bad habit of building teams that lose into Poltergeist. It's like, this is one of those occurrences where I wish I was itemless Ninjask with Acrobatics. But please tell me how bad of an idea you think it is to run that set without a single form of hazard removal. You don't know. This is the Defog Surfetched team. I found it. I think in UU earlier this generation, it occasionally would run Defog. Like, and when I say occasionally, I mean like if you messed up team building really, really badly, you could justify it. You know what? I think that's it. This is the team. Yeah, I'm going right back out to Bronzong, by the way. Please stop me from doing this. Yep, not bad. I'm about to say, it's like it's only a matter of time before you forfeit. This game was one really aggressive double switch from my end away from being ended. I pretty much just needed Goodra to get in, and then I was not necessarily claiming a KO, but I was going to chunk something. And you know, obviously we're running T-Bolt mostly for Vaporeon, but partly Mantine. Now, I am a little bit higher, I think, than most on Mantine as a Pokemon. I believe specially defensive sets aren't too bad because they actually achieve some decent rolls. Like, you check Choice Specs Decidui, you actually can take Boom Burst from Exploud. Like, let me show you a very funny calc. So I don't know what the default spread is. I'm pretty sure it's physically defensive still. Ah, excellent. Okay, so all I needed was the amount of defense EVs that I'm transitioning over. Basically, we just went from these EVs in nature going into physical bulk to being in special. Let me check that loud. Modest, please. But, like, you know, this isn't an awful roll. Okay, not gonna lie, this is... I remember the roll's a lot nicer if you run more special bulk. But, like, you get the idea, right? Mantine has a lot of special bulk. The fact that Exploud can technically fail to 2-hit KO you is kind of funny. Now, if you want to see the truly epic roll, this is what I was running, like, a truly obese Mantine. You know? Then it starts to get a little bit more interesting. But I do like it again. It can... If you run very obese spreads, they can sometimes avoid the Exploud 2-hit KO. You avoid the 2-hit KO from Decidui when they're specs. Goodra and Dragalge Dracos you just take better. It's not an overly impressive mod, but I do appreciate it. I think that's going to be it for this live, guys. We actually got some good games. What would I change about the team? I would just... in my defense, Mudstill does tank 2 Poltergeists from Golurk. And it's not like Golurk gets too many turns to switch in. I guess I could also talk about like other changes. I was originally considering Toxic over Psychic on Bronzong, just to deal with Palisand, partly. It's not like Palisand's a very common mod, but I do know some people are starting to use it, so if I could be a little more prepared for it, then I will. Now, I have a mod that literally walls Palisand, but, it's nice if you can to just have a way to deny people their, like, primary way at times of dealing with Bronzong. And it obviously, of course, helps with Golurk, too. But I think I decided on Psychic at the end because I was like, I really do want this to be able to deal with Vile Plume. So, it's a thing to consider changing if you want to use this team. And of course, it'll be in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Expect some, more content this weekend. But until then, I hope you're loving life, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.